Burn It Down.
Burn it down.
Good entrance music.
It's so good.
So is this.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. 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 It's pretty good.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Report. Okay.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Thank you all for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am still that asshole, Greg. Be enjoying it. Okay. Flex over there.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay.
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 Sounding more like the seagulls from Nemo at this point.
Yeah, that's what you do. The faster you say it, you just start sounding like that.
Yeah, it's true. And then it's sounding much more intelligent by not talking is our good buddy Zack over there in Indiana. What's up?
What's happening, everybody?
I love the shirtless jacket situation. We're getting just like a little cleavage.
Just a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, just it's got a little hot in here. I need a little draft, you know.
Yeah, we can see the chest tattoo, like a good portion of it, but it's still a little teasing at the same time.
Got a little spin it around town.
Yeah. Who's the lady on your chest?
Actually, this is like an old 1920s absinthe that now a beer tattoo. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just went full nipples. Sorry on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that.
Boing. I wish this was a video podcast.
I was going to say,
Well, it is now.
I wish people could see it.
Yeah.
Check out our OnlyFans.
That'll cost you $29.99 a month. Is that what people charge?
Worth it. Totally fucking worth
Yeah.
it.
Flex, or just talk to Flex. He has a really good ability of like finding OnlyFans leaks. So
Hey, no, that's maybe.
maybe. Probably
I mean,
not.
if you had Indiana Trash Jesus OnlyFans, like, come on.
Onlyfans.com/Indiana Trash Elvis.
That's Zach's new name, by the way.
Yeah, we decided that due to his nice attire.
Indiana Trash Jesus or Elvis.
Elvis,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, not Jesus.
Elvis Jesus. Why do we have to? Don't limit yourselves. Sky's the limit. All right, enough of that. We're so sorry, everybody. Follow us on the socials. Craft Beer Republic, of course, Flex Me Beer _ in between, and OG Beer Dude _ in between. And if you want to like leave us any voicemails or anything, 805-538 beer, all that good stuff. Lots to talk about tonight. Some booze news. Mel is sending us a video because we talked about some things and she has opinions about it. Doesn't sound like
Talked about some things. We did some stuff.
Yeah, ate some gyros, all that good shit. So. Some booze news. We got a list, at least one list to get to tonight.
I love lists.
Just to see if we can piss Flex off. But before we get any further, I'm feeling much more sober than I ever intended. So if you don't mind, I'm going to talk about a beer.
Please do.
I'm just a boy with a beer. Sorry, we're just deep throating beers. All right, tonight we did a little. I should have talked about this last week on the show. I'll talk about it super quickly. We did a nice little Ventura Brewery hop last week. Where we
sounds nice.
Yeah,
holy shit.
We hit up VCBC. It's where we talked to Jerry from Daughters about the upcoming live show. Then we went over to Transmission Brewing, who has this amazing rooftop deck that is 21 and over, no kids allowed, and you get a nice little. Yeah, sorry, Flex. You get a nice little ocean view while you're there, while you're drinking your beer and eating your wangs. And then
eating your wangs?
Eating your what? What was that?
Your chicken wangs.
You're allowed to.
Okay. Well, 21 and over, it's fine. It flies.
Right, exactly. Yeah, wang eating allowed.
I was ready to fly out immediately.
Zip.
You get to do what?
Come on out, dude. I'll take you. You can have the lower seat. And then from there, on our way home, we stopped at what I'm drinking tonight. We stopped at Casa Agria, one of my faves. So good. And so for that, I am drinking, look at the can art. I am drinking Strata Stunts.
I like that.
It's an IPA, double IPA technically. It is 8%, has a 404 on Untapped. And they say dropping in from over 10,000 feet is this double dry hopped hazy double IPA maxed out with maximum hop oils. A first leap of Columbus Cryo, then the Motueka Sup Zero Keef from Freestyle Hops was at it. I don't even know what that was.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah. Later, we pulled the Citra Cryo and the Strata CGX, and finally, we had to deploy more reserve Strata on the stage for Downwinder. This is so good. Let me get my schnoz in there.
Sounds like a whole lot of daddy in that can.
So much daddy. like all the daddy. It's very tropical. I'm getting like some pineapple and some citrus on the schnoz. Here's where we warm things up.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh, God, that was dirty.
That was super dirty.
God, we need a video of this.
Oh, this is so good. First of all, Flex approved. Very soft mouthfeel.
Outstanding.
It is cloudy. There's some nice lacing left on my glass.
I see that. That's very nice.
All that tropical goodness, some pineapple, some orange. I'm getting, I don't know, maybe that's like a papaya type of flavor coming in there.
Mm.
And just an eensy bit of dank on the finish to clean things up and make you want more. So,
right on, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do some digging. I had a beer about a year ago.
Me too.
Couldn't remember the hop they used in it, but they said it was some Michigan grown hop. But they said like one of the strong prominent notes on it was papaya.
Oh.
And I was like, that's preposterous. Like
Preposterous papaya. It's a good beer name.
a hop that like the biggest note is papaya, and I took one sip of the beer and I was like, holy shit, this is like drinking papaya juice, and I was completely blown away.
Nice. So good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll have to do some research and let you know.
Yeah, I love it. It was funny. We had done like a whole day of hanging out and drinking, and we were about to pass Casa Agria. Said the wife, I was like, "What do you think we want to stop for some Casa?" And she's like, "Well, we've had enough beer." I was like, "We'll just have one. We'll just have one beer, and then I'll get a 4-pack, and that's it." And it's exactly what we did. But whenever I'm like, just have one, then she usually lets me stop. And I what I like to do is like if I'm at Casa just having one, or there does not exist or something like that, I always have the one that I know they have in cans. I'm like, is it a good one? Oh, it's a good one. I'm getting cans of it.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm no dummy. I am no dummy.
Not just a hat rack.
Man, so much has happened over the last week or so. First, I gotta brag a little bit. We went out to trivia. The wife and I went out to trivia at Naughty Pine, and we teamed up with the likes of Deb and Brian. Deb, of course, on the show.
Was it a theme trivia?
No, it's just like, brewery trivia. It's the first time we've ever done it, though. We've never like officially gone to a brivia. Wow, a brivia? Brewery trivia.
I like that.
Come out for brivia. It also sounds like a coffee from Starbucks, but I'll take a grande brivia, please. So the four of us went out. We teamed up. First time ever. We got second place.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, so we got a $10 gift card to Naughty Pine. That's like a beer and a half,
Come on, Naughty Pine.
It was
better.
It was just the pride. We wanted to tell everyone to go fuck themselves, and we got to tell everybody but one team to go fuck themselves. So,
you can still tell that one team to go fuck themselves. Who cares?
We may have, we kind of did.
Bunch of nerds.
Well, they had 6 people. We only had 4, and we were like 3 points away. I was so pissed. They got this bonus question that we did not get, and that was the difference.
That's stupid.
Like
we went out for We went out for trivia once, me and my friends. This bar advertised they were doing It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia trivia. And we were like the biggest It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans that we knew. And but again, we got second place because we tied and we lost the sudden death question.
Oh, horseshit.
Yeah. It was like which they wanted to know which year they won like some kind of an Emmy. They won an Emmy for something or something or another.
Towards the end, wasn't it?
And it was like closest answer wins, and we didn't get it. Sons of bitches,
fuckers. Well, I hope. I hope you guys approve of our name. We're having a hard time coming up with one, and I came up with this one. I was really proud of myself. Prestige Worldwide.
That's pretty good.
Boats and O's.
Classic.
Yeah, Prestige World. And it was great to hear them yell it out.
Wide. So. I just hope you did that every time they said it. They're like, and Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah.
Wide.
Well, when we were trying to come up with names, my first name, of course, was D's Nuts. And I was like, how great would it be? They're like, all right, on the scoreboard, we have D's Nuts in first place. And I was like, come on, guys. And the wife was a little shy about it. So we went with Prestige Worldwide.
God, Shannon, open up a little bit. Come on.
I know. She's not as horrible as a person as I am, I'm working on it. We've going up on close to 10 years of horribleness, and And I've made a dent.
Are you trying to get better, or are you trying to drag her down?
No, I'm trying to drag her down.
Oh, so
yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
want to be
always
better.
the goal.
Yeah. Who the fuck wants to get better? I want her to get on my level to where she can hear a fucking trivia guy yell out D's nuts in front of children. Come on. There were children. There's this one weird kid who kept coming over to our space and like stepping over our beers and stuff. There was a fireplace there, and like we had our beers in the fireplace. And finally, like the third time he came, I was like, "Hey, bud, do you think maybe you could just go around next time? We got beers and food." And like the dog was there, and he just looked at me like I had just, smacked him across the face. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's not going to happen."
Well, that's just a kid whose parents don't tell him no.
So he's a feral child.
Exactly. I feel like Zach would be good at doing.
He's got his own doggy door at home.
We like trivia, I guess. We did sign.
I mean hosting. Like I feel like you'd be the perfect trivia host.
Do we need it? So we'll do a quick little. In college, I worked at an Applebee's. I hosted trivia under the name MC Muffin Buns. That was a thing.
That's awesome.
Did you have enough pieces of flair?
Yeah. I actually don't remember how many pieces of flair, but we did have to wear flair. Yeah. It was terrible.
I want to let the people know that I had no idea that he had done trivia. I feel like you're the perfect trivia host.
I should try to do a trivia night. Just crazy off the wall shit that nobody
stupidest
would
shit
know.
ever.
Just super bizarre questions.
Like throw in some crazy shit. Like, hey, what was the beer that Greg drank on batch 146?
Oh, you don't know that? You're disqualified. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just berate them.
Yeah. You're stupid.
You don't get a $10 gift card. You owe us $20. Get the hell out of here.
You owe me money for being here doing this.
First place winner gets to buy me a beer.
See you next week.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. What would you even call that? Like backwards trivia, or what do you?
No, we would just stick to the name you have now crowned upon my mulleted head. It would just be Trash Elvis. It would just be Trash Elvis trivia.
I like that.
That's pretty good. Tet.
Just go Tet. We're going to Ted, man.
Yeah, Tet night. Trash Elvis
I like
trivia.
I like it.
I'd sign up for that shit in a heartbeat.
Just like you never know what's gonna come at you.
Yeah.
We actually might. I might try to do that.
You should, and like have some weird bonus where like if you don't wear a shirt, you get bonus points, or
That's actually a brilliant idea.
This is actually. I'm not kidding. This started as a joke. This is actually a really good idea. 100%. This is a really good idea.
Flex, we have to go to Gary adjacent and play Trash Elvis trivia.
It's not even kidding. It's like a 2-hour drive for me to go there.
Fuck,
I know it sucks. I had to reschedule on Flex too. We were so stoked to come up there, and we had to reschedule. I was bummed.
How dare you?
I was all planned for it.
I know.
I heard
Don't
Flex
rub
went
it
through.
in.
He went through lots of Kleenex that day.
I groaned.
Wasn't crying, but
I went and waxed everything. It's
even
for the
bleached.
drive.
I'll take you as you are, Zach.
It was for the drive. It's aerodynamics. It's science.
Yeah, it's all about that gas mileage. Gas is so expensive these days.
I know.
Oh god. All right. What else? Oh, Zach, what are you drinking over there?
So I am trying out some of these new non-alcoholics I keep hearing so much about. I got to see what it's all about. So, I am drinking Mash Gang out of the UK. The beer's called Chug.
Oh.
These guys are doing some cool stuff because it's a beer that doesn't taste like shit. Most non-alcoholics are not the greatest. They're not. They're getting better, but these actually taste like beer.
Yeah, I can attest to the not the greatest part.
Yeah.
I can't attest to it, but I have a friend who's gone sober, and he's been getting into some NAs, and he brought one over the other day, and he said, "Hey, this one tastes kind of okay. Do you want some?" I said, "No, thanks," because he
hard pass.
he only brought one, so I didn't want to take a sip out of his only one beer. But I said, "Is it good?" And he said, "Yeah, kind of."
Yeah, and that's pretty much what it's been. It's one of the it's kind of a bummer, I can't really partake right now, which is no big deal. But this one's good. They're out of the UK. I don't know where they sell them. I've got a guy close to me that sells them. It's a double dry hopped hazy IPA, and it tastes like a double dry hopped hazy IPA. It's pretty crazy how good this beer actually is, to be honest.
I like that you have a guy for UK NA beers.
Yeah, this is a new thing, new relationship. It's we're still in the first part of it,
Sure. Still in the honeymoon phase.
Zach was telling me before we got on air that he actually cracked it open for like some family members and some brewers even. And they were completely shocked that it wasn't an actual beer, that it was NA.
Yeah, we did. It was this morning, actually. We had a meeting with the local brewery that I actually currently work for. Dear friends, we cracked it open, didn't tell them what it was, and they were just like, man, this is so good. What is this? I'm like, oh, it's non-alcoholic. And the owner and head brewer just looks at me. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like,
shut your mouth.
No, it's a non-alcoholic beer, man. So they're doing some cool stuff. Mash Gang out of the UK.
Mash Gang. All right.
Yeah.
We'll be on the lookout. Yeah, I've tried a couple out here. I won't say any names because they weren't anything to report about. But
yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I know it's the new popular thing. I keep seeing like Athletic Brewing popping up. I haven't had any of their shit yet, but
well, that was one of the beers that was kind of good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have huge faith. They're not terrible. Okay,
they're not great. They're not terrible. And weirdly enough, the Heineken Double Zero, and it pains me to say this. It's actually pretty good.
You're like the fifth person to say that to me.
All right,
it's a good beer.
I've had
for what it is. It's decent.
Well, I guess here's the real question: do you like regular Heineken?
No, good God, no. No one actually likes actual Heineken.
Because to me, the Heineken Double Zero just tasted like a light beer without alcohol in it.
Were you drinking beforehand?
No, it was my first beer of the day.
Well, shit.
My wife got a sample in like one of those FabFitFun boxes, and it sat in her fridge for a couple months. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking try this, and I tried it. And I was like, this tastes like Heineken but worse.
Oh, that makes me feel even worse now because I think Heineken is trash.
Dude, Heineken is trash.
It's such trash. But maybe, I mean, this was like 2 years ago. Maybe they've worked on the recipe. I don't know. Somebody else told me they liked the Heineken Double Zero, and I was shocked and amazed because they work in the beer industry as well.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
My buddy who's gone, sober, I was telling you, he, the one who said the Athletic was iffy. He said he loves the Heineken Zeros.
Yeah.
Weird.
I mean, like I said, for what it is, I will go as far to say it's a good beer, honestly.
Right. Maybe my tongue's broken or something. I don't know. Or maybe they reformulated or some shit.
I don't know. The only way I'll try it is if he brings it over to me and says, hey, do you want to try this?
And you'll go,
nah, I'm good.
Does our friendship rest upon me trying this? Nah, it's cool.
Yeah. Hey, I got beer, right? Like I'll be all right.
We have actual beer here.
Yeah. He was even saying, because he's like, I'm not gonna not drink forever. He's like, I'm eventually gonna start drinking again.
Sure.
He's like, but if we go out or if he goes out disc golfing, he's like, I have no problem doing like half Heineken Zeros and like half regular beer and just like mixing them in together and like having like in-betweeners. I'm like, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
It's crazy too, like how many people in the industry that I know that are making that switch. Calories, carbs, alcohol intake, the whole kit and caboodle. And they're really just, companies are starting to make some cool shit that's non-alcoholic.
Yeah. I'd say disc golfing is like the one place where I would drink shit beer.
Regular golf is my shit beer time.
Oh, I can't golf for shit. But I
don't do either, guys.
I can.
It really shocks people because the way I look, I'm an avid. I love golfing.
You better show up to the course looking like that.
Yeah. No, we were at the simulator Saturday morning, like bright and early.
Do you have to have like customized clubs? Because you're like 6'6".
6'6". No, I use standard clubs. Generally women's or children's clubs. Break them a lot. No, I should have regular clubs. I just don't want to spend the money, so I just use standard clubs.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a cheapie. I'm a cheap date.
Hey, I feel that.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Daddy very cheap.
Just for you too.
Ooh. All right, we're going to end this one early. Good night, everybody.
And we're out.
All right, we're off the air, right? Okay.
I'm Mr. Cheap. That's why I have an algorithm.
That's right. But yeah, I like getting some some shitty beers, like some Tall Boy Sapporos or something, hit the disc golf range.
I do like beer? Sapporos.
Yeah, it's funny. I used to play with my buddy. This guy this guy I work with. We used to play all the time. And the liquor store I'd pass on the way to the course, like they always had Tall Boy 3-packs of Sapporo, and I was like, perfect.
3-pack,
3-pack of Tall Boys. And so I just buy a 3-pack, and my disc golf bag also doubles as a beer bag. So I just throw them in there, and we hit the course.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And aren't those the cans that are made out of like basically an entire car wheel? It's about 15 inches thick and weighs 12 pounds. The can does.
No, not this one. It's just like a regular tall boy.
Reformulated, I swear.
Yeah. now improved to give you cancer as well.
But like Sapporo, when they bottle too, they do like 16-ounce bottles and they do 22-ounce bottles as well.
Is that what they do?
Yeah,
Because
I forgot about that.
when you go to our local sushi joint over here, if you order a Sapporo, they'll ask you if you want like a small or a large.
Yeah.
And then when you get like the 22-ounce, the bottle is just so stupid looking on the fucking table.
You know what's funny? When we get sushi, we always get Kirin.
Yeah.
Kirin's
There's
our
a few
sushi
places around here that have that, but mostly it's Sapporo.
beer. Oh, I think I'll go Kirin over Sapporo when I'm at the sushi joint, and the wife just drinks whatever I drink. So
You know, I'm gonna have to take that into consideration.
Give
and
it a
keep
shot.
my eyes peeled the
Yeah.
next time I'm out, Greg.
yeah, give it a shot, please. Hot sake and Kirin, that's our jam.
Hot sake, yeah.
You know?
Not a big fan.
Cold sake guy.
Yes,
Oh.
cold sake. Like when
See,
you go
I'm
to you go to the hibachi restaurant,
Yep.
and the guy tries to squirt it in your mouth from
Whoa.
13 feet away.
What about the sake?
And out of context, I'm sorry. If you're just joining, we're talking about sake.
Sake?
Right in your mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit's awesome.
Well, I
It
love
is.
hot sake, but it's probably because I am uncultured and don't actually like sake. Otherwise, I would then like cold sake.
I feel like if it's hot, you get way more like flavor compounds. I feel like you're tasting way more than when it's cold. I feel like.
I agree.
Really?
I agree.
Because when it's hot,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that just goes down like nothing. When it's cold, it's like, oh, I tasted that.
See, maybe you're the
Weird.
cultured one. Maybe we're the uncultured swine.
No, because that's what they teach you
Oink,
on like
oink.
distillery tours and stuff. That like drinking anything at like room temperature, you get like more of the flavor of
Yeah.
whatever you're drinking.
Yep.
But I've read, so if anybody knows, please chime in.
Oh, we got a reader in here.
Sorry.
Words and shit.
I had Siri read to me.
There it is. That's
Yeah.
better.
Oh, Siri's now trying to talk to me. I read that hot sake is usually the lower quality sake, and that's why they heat it up.
Oh,
So I don't know. If any sake experts out there, please let us know.
When it's coming out of a red plastic bottle from 13 feet away, I don't
Hey.
think it makes that big of a
yeah,
difference.
agreed. But Greg, you totally missed the opportunity to say sake it to me.
Sorry about that. Opportunity missed. I may be drinking a little bit. All right. Where were we on this rundown that's in front of me?
I don't know. What are we even recording?
I don't know. Oh, shit. We're not. You guys, hold on.
Start
Welcome
it
in,
again.
everybody. A couple things to get to before we talk about some news. I did want to run down real quickly that the wife and I went up to Paso Robles over the weekend. I had the world's shittiest week at work last week. Allow myself to introduce myself.
His name is Hove.
it was one of those weeks where it was like I was working 12-hour days every day, and then we had a trip planned up to Paso for some sort of important stuff, and then we were also going to do some wine tasting while we were up there. And then the boss is like, "You might have to cancel your trip." I was like,
Oh, geez. We got to return a TV.
"Yeah, exactly. Got to return the bodies in the U-Haul van that I rented." Luckily, last minute we were able to keep the trip. Shitty thing was like Friday night we didn't leave town till like 8:30, so we got up there at like 12:30. So fucking tired.
That blows.
Yeah, but Saturday morning we had to take care of some shit, and then after that we had some wine tasting to do. So we did a lot of wine tasting, and I'm sure people listening to this show don't care about wine tasting, but two things they might care about. One, we went to our very first Michelin restaurant, and it's called In Bloom, and it was delicious. We fucking fatted out. And then the next day on the way home, we stopped at There Does Not Exist.
You love stopping there.
Yeah, it's so good. I can't not. I know it's a little hype in California right now. It's a hype brewery, but God, they fucking earned it. It is so good. And the greatest thing is whenever we stop, we're always like on a Sunday leaving Paso, coming back home. And Sundays they do what they call Soa Sunday. Their Kolsch is called Soa Sun, and they do half off their Kolsch on Sundays, and their Kolsch is delicious. So we'll get one of those. We'll get a hazy. We'll get some cans. So I'm sure I'll have one on an upcoming show or something, but
I
good.
think you should.
You deserve it.
I'll take that into consideration. A couple weeks ago, this has been going on for a while now. I think it started with Vanessa. The corkage. No, actually, it started with the listener submitted thing. I think it was in like Massachusetts, Minnesota,
the
somewhere.
thing and the thing. It was. It started with the thing.
About
Massachusetts.
Massasoda, about recorking wine on your way out of like a restaurant and stuff. Remember, like we're like, what? You can do that? You can just like have it record?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and Flex, you and I were both like, das fuck? Like you can just pop a cork
correct.
in. Well,
You think you buy the bottle, you got to finish it.
Exactly.
And if you don't, then it's like not finishing your dinner. It's not like you know.
Yeah, I don't want a doggy bag for my wine. So, Zach, what is it in Indiana? Can you like buy a bottle at dinner and then put a cork in it and take the rest home, or do you got to drink it on the spot?
I need to see if it was updated. At one point, you could actually, weirdly enough, you could actually get wine, drink it, recork it, put it in a bag, and take it out. That was actually one law that we did have. Yeah, and it was one of those things. It was if you wanted to buy a bottle, because as you guys know, you get a glass of wine, it pays for the entire bottle.
Right.
If you're listening and don't know that, you know,
buy a fucking bottle, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you can recork and walk out as long as the bag and receipt were with you. You're good to go.
Okay. Here in California, that was mind blowing. And Flex, same thing. So, and apparently in some states you can do it with hard alcohol as well. You can do it with liquor. So, anyways, Beer Girl Melissa, I'd like to say she called in, but she sent me a video that nobody could see. But here's her talking about that. Apparently they do it in New York too.
Well, hello, Craft Beer Republic. Currently listening to the podcast right now. I stopped for gas. I figured I would just address this very quickly and say that the drinking lawyer, who is amazing and awesome, and you should follow him, is completely correct in the assumption, and not only in Rhode Island, but New York as well, we call it a recorking fee. So you can buy a bottle of wine, and if they offer a recorking fee, they jam that cork way back down in there.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
do.
allowed. I do think that there's like something they use where you have to like reuse a corkscrew to open it, so it's a little bit safer to drive with. But yeah, we're gutta and gangsta out here.
With her silly little smile before she says we're gangster. Yeah. So, hey, California, I'd like to institute this, please.
You guys don't have that in California, really?
I don't think. I mean, maybe I just need to not drink all my wine. See what happens. But to the best of my knowledge, it's not a thing. Now, with COVID, we were able to get like cocktails to go and
sure, yeah,
that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't think that we can just recork our wine and peace out. Or even weirder would be to like recork our liquor or something and walk out.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
So I don't know. People with like knowledge, lawyers, intern Brian, somebody, please.
Yeah, intern Brian, do your job.
Yeah, God, fucking intern already. God. This is why we don't pay you.
It's exactly why we don't pay you.
Too. The hard liquor thing. Like, can you imagine getting bottle service and be like, I dropped like 2 grams. I'll take the rest home, guys.
Yeah. I only drink a third of this goose. I'm going to need to take the rest home. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Can you bag up my shitty Patron?
Yeah. Hey, pack up that cranberry juice while you're at it, too. I swear, like every bottle service I've ever been to, it's been Grey Goose in a giant bottle for like $2,000, and then like a carafe of cranberry juice.
Yeah, and about
every time
2 to 4 Red Bulls. It's plenty.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, does nobody drink whiskey in the clubs? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, vodka's way cheaper.
I guess you can make it out of anything. So
potatoes.
Potatoes. Potatoes. You'd think it'd be an Irish drink, but All right. I think it's time that we find out the answer to the most important question of the night.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers,
so big.
Only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
Well, everybody, today Flex is drinking a pretty cool collab beer out of Eagle Park. It is called Sweet 207, and it is a West Coast style IPA. And there's 4 breweries that started in this one spot, and they kind of all got together to do this little nice IPA here. It's Enlightened Brewing Company, Eagle Park, Component Brewing Company, and then Torzala Brewing Company, who is currently in the Suite 207 right now.
Oh, cool.
And I got a new phone. I have no idea what my Untapped password is, so I cannot do any more Untapped
New phone, who dis?
reviews, descriptions, whatever, until I get, unlazy, which isn't a word, and just do a new Untapped account. So
I can tell you that
this is-
6% and has a 387 on Untapped.
damn, nailed it.
Yeah.
I could tell you that it is brewed with Chinook, Mosaic, Brew 1, and HBC 586 hops, which should finally just get its own goddamn name already.
Please, everyone loves
True.
the 586.
Yeah, nobody wants to keep saying HBC 586.
Yeah. What the fuck is Brew 1? I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of Brew 1? Like BRU?
I'm looking at it right now, and no, I have not.
That's crazy. I feel like it's like a semi, not common, but not never heard of.
Oh, well, I'm semi.
No. Well, Greg, the can here reads. God damn it.
Apologies.
All right, straight face, game face. To celebrate the unique story of Suite 207 in the Lincoln Warehouse and how it has served as the birthplace of 4 Milwaukee breweries, we wanted to pay tribute to the shared success of each brewery. Each brewery picked out a hop to showcase in this beer, blending together the unique profiles of the hops to create a well-rounded flavor profile. Oy, that's kind of long for my taste.
What she said?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Stretch.
maybe
Stretch.
we'll take it.
That's what she said. Sorry.
So on the nose here, it's a little bit pineapple-y with like some citrus undertones to it. Nothing too super strong,
Mm-hmm.
but it definitely smell the West Coast coming from it. And without further ado, we'll warm up the old tongue jobber, and we're gonna dive right in.
I'm going to get closer to my screen. Good Lord.
Holy diver.
Look at those gels.
They're pretty ripped jowls, actually.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I've been chewing gum since I was like 6. Don't want to brag.
You like
So this beer is kind of nuts because everything you smell on the aroma literally flips right to the taste. It's absolutely insane. You are drinking exactly what you're smelling. Super crisp, super clean. If there's one thing I really love about like a good West Coast IPA, it's when it's not super malted on the back end and it's just really clean, really crisp, almost like a summer crusher kind of beer.
you don't want it to
fucking
give you
love-
the shits with all that malt. is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
like you really want to enjoy it and just leave you lingering on that back end just for another taste.
I have a child.
God damn it!
The bar has been set for this
Yeah.
entire episode.
We can never have Zack on ever again.
No, I've had two beers and no dinner. Everybody, I'm that
this
age.
is really, really well done beer from 4 really great local breweries around here. All successful breweries as well. So, cheers.
Nice.
That's cool. I like the concept of that beer a lot.
That is pretty cool. So is that like one of those like developing spaces that you start there and then the goal is to build your own brewery?
Correct.
That's awesome.
Correct.
That's like Epic Brewing down in San Diego. They started a space, and then after they left, Seek Brewing opened up a spot there, and they're blowing up right now. So yeah, that's awesome.
And like the funny thing about like this Lincoln Warehouse area, so it has like that starter spot, that developmental spot, and there's actually 2 other breweries in the same building below, like on the first level.
Okay.
So it's just like there's 2 breweries there, then the one in Suite 207, then there's a distilling company right there as well, and then 2 blocks a walk away from the warehouse is 1840, which is some of the absolute best beer in the entire state.
I've heard all about them. I've never had anything from them. I've been
Yes.
yeah.
So it's like
Field trip.
the beer area of like the hipster side of Milwaukee, I guess.
Nice. I dig it.
Same.
All right, a little booze news before we head on out of here. Firestone. This is weird to me. I love Firestone. They're California born and bred. a few years ago, they were going Mr. Worldwide with their 805 beer.
Wide.
And they were going to Utah. They made a special version of 805 for Utah that was under 5%. They were trying to drop it in like every state they could. And then all of a sudden they were like, we're going to pull back on 805. Like, let's bring it back. And they kind of overextended themselves a little bit, it seems like. Anyways, now Firestone Walker is going to take 805 to both Kansas and Missouri. So great news, Kansas and Missouri. 805 is delicious. Out here in California, we call it the Bud Light of craft beer because it's light, it's easy to drink, you can find it everywhere. We love it. But 805 is also the area code of where we live. So I don't know how much that will resonate in other states.
Maybe they're hoping people just see that it's Firestone.
Maybe.
And they don't buy it off the 805?
Find out.
I that's all I got. I have no idea.
I kind of felt like that's why it didn't do so well when they pushed it the first time was because it's 805 and nobody knows what 805 means outside of California.
Yeah.
Drizzly. Have you guys ever ordered from Drizzly?
Not once, not ever.
Never.
Me neither.
I've never even
segue.
Yeah, I don't know anybody.
I've never even done DoorDash or Grubhub or Uber Eats. I've never done any of that shit.
I only recently did that for the first time, like I think 6 months ago was the first time I'd ever had that happen. But I've definitely never ordered from Drizzly. I'm not against it. I just I've never had a need for it. But anyways, they are cutting 100 jobs. They are laying off a ton of people. I guess Drizzly, now that the pandemic is not on lockdown and has not been on lockdown for quite some time, they're not needed so much.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Who likes a good Jack and Coke?
Not me.
No.
That's my Vegas drink, Jack and Diet.
I actually hate Jack Daniels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not a fan. 21st birthday, it was the only shot I gagged at.
Really?
What? Yes. And I had like cement mixers, like Three Wise Men, well, I think Jack's in Three Wise Men, but yeah, fucking gross.
Three Wise Men or Four Horsemen. Yeah, Jim, Jack, Johnny, Jose, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson. Oh, wrong thing.
Two other guys.
Keep going.
Which era are we talking about? Chris Benoit?
That's a good era.
Okay, yeah, I love that Chris Benoit. And Dean Malenko being the fourth.
Oh, was Dean Malenko a Four Horsemen? I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
that.
it was Rick, Arn, Dean, and Chris Benoit.
Oh, I thought there was
At one
some
point.
weird. Okay,
That was like right before.
that was
Chris,
like prime WCW.
It was right before Chris, Dean, and Chris Jericho went to WWE. And
Best move of their careers.
Yeah. So, sorry everybody, wrestling stuff. Anyways, Jack and Coke. I have a good Jack and Diet when I'm at the tables in Vegas. But that's about the only time I drink Jack. I don't drink it straight. It's disgusting. They are hitting the shelves with a Jack and Coke RTD nationwide.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah.
That's fucking gross.
I'll do my own mixing, thank you.
Blech.
Yeah.
They're not using like Coke. Like anybody who makes a Jack and Coke, you're using Coca-Cola, right?
Right.
It's just a different kind of cola beverage. They're not using Coca-Cola in this RTD, right?
Well, they say they are. It's like Jack and Coke have teamed up.
It's licensed.
Oh,
It's legit licensed as Jack and Coke.
Yeah, it's the real thing.
I guess
that sounds terrible, but you cannot tell me if they did a Jaeger Bomb RTD right now that everybody would wait in line for those things.
You're right.
Fucking Jaeger bombs.
Absolutely would. Jaeger bombs were the
HGH.
shit.
Yeah. Need a haircut.
Mom!
Sorry. So good. Flex is looking at us like we're crazy.
I know-ish what you're talking
No-ish.
about.
All right. We'll take it. Anybody here a White Claw fan? Huh?
Nope.
Anybody?
Greg,
Nobody?
they're my absolute favorite.
I knew it. Well, just in time for summer, they're coming out with White Claw vodka.
That's gross. Isn't that already? Isn't that not already out?
It's out now or soon.
That's
They're coming
gross.
out with regular, mango, black cherry, pineapple, and bad regrets. One of
I
those
really
might be
hope it's
made up.
actual. It's bubblegum.
They should have bad regrets. It's
You know what?
fucking White
I
Claw.
wonder if you dig into a little bit of this and find out like who's distilling, if they're actually distilling their own product or if they're like third partying it.
Doubtful. They're probably third partying it.
So then you kind of got to wonder who's doing it and maybe find out if it's worthwhile.
It's the same people doing Sunny D seltzers.
Yeah, thank you. It's totally not worthwhile.
Which I've heard people have tried and they think it's absolutely disgusting, by the way.
You know what?
The Sunny D's.
Yes.
I have a friend out in Vegas who just tried it. I should ask her how it was. She's all about that trash. Need like a full review. We'll end it with this one, Flex, just for you. 20 best breweries in the U.S.
Wow.
Ranked.
Ooh.
Ranked. Is this like who did this list?
This comes from tastingtable.com.
Okay.
I'm curious on this.
Okay. Okay.
Jesus.
I'm gonna start doing bird calls.
Mine. Number 20, Saint Darius. Anybody? No, me.
No.
Where's it from? Does it say where it's from?
No, it does not say where it's from.
Son of a bitch.
So cut.
Next.
Number 19, I can get behind this one. Firestone Walker.
Yeah.
Seems
No.
low.
True.
Well, we're talking like world breweries, or are we
US.
talking
US
US?
breweries.
Oh.
Number 18, Ballast Point.
No.
Ooh.
I don't know what's going on in my mouth.
Me either.
Give me some pineapple sculpin, baby.
Oh, the worst beer I've ever had in my life? Habanero Sculpin.
Followed up with some grapefruit sculpin.
I met the person, the brewer, who developed the recipe for pineapple sculpin, and he was forced to develop that recipe for, right after they got bought out as a corporate thing. He's like, look, I made it. It was pretty drinkable. Because I turned it over to corporate, and they totally shit on it. I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Number 17, Alpine Beer Company. Once upon a time, they were amazing. Then they got bought out by Green Flash. Number 16, Founders Brewing Company.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
If you love racism, they're a great brewery.
Anytime I see somebody drinking Founders, that's the only thing I can think of.
Right. Number 15, Omegong Brewing. Not even craft. Number 14, Side Project Brewing.
I had one of their stouts recently. One of their stouts and one of their saisons. And they were both really, really fucking good beers.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Number 13, Bottle Logic. Local.
Yeah.
And I had one of their stouts as well.
Look at you go.
Really good.
Yeah, they put out some good beers. Number 12, Dogfish Head Brewing Company.
Okay, that's pretty classy.
Yeah.
It's just classic.
It's
super
boring,
classic.
but it's
Yeah.
classic. Yeah.
Yeah. How could
It's
it
boring, but it's my life.
Number 11, Toppling Goliath.
Okay. I really like Toppling Goliath.
Yeah. Number
Okay. So yeah. keep
And I
going.
had one of
no,
their
no.
stouts recently
Please.
too.
Zach, let's hear this.
I love toppling so much, but every goddamn beer is the same beer. It's a double dry hopped hazy. Don't tell me they're making 7.8% every
7.8, I was
time.
going to say. Yeah.
Every single time, it drives me crazy.
But that's how Hop Butcher is too.
That's true.
I've actually
So-
never paid attention too much to their ABVs, to be honest. Is it the same?
It's like every single Hop Butcher IPA is 7.5.
Yeah, I've had like two or
That's
three, and they're
weird.
all the same.
They
That's so
switch up.
weird.
They switch up the hops, but it's always 7.5.
Well,
But I do love toppling.
here's the funny thing. For the Toppling Goliath picture, they posted a stout.
Well, I think at one point out of the top 10 stouts in the world, they had 7 of the top 10.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. SR71, Assassin, Bourbon Cat, all that stuff.
Number 10 on the list, Hill Farmstead Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Number 9, come on, guys. Funky Buddha Brewing Company. Budweiser.
Funky Buddha.
No.
Yeah. Number 8, Bell's Brewing Company. Clearly not a craft focus here. Number 7, Trillium Brewing Company.
Yep.
It's super popular.
Number 6, Cigar City. Look, I like some Cigar City beers.
Wait,
but,
that's over Trillium?
but putting
that's-
them at number 6?
That's over
Over a
Bottle
lot
Logic.
of people?
That's over
Yeah.
Logic, Trillium. That's insane.
Yeah.
By the way, I still refuse to pay
over
Trillium
Firestone?
prices. We've
Oh,
been
yeah.
getting Trillium on the shelf here. A 6% pale ale for $25.99.
for a 4-pack?
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
what- that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse to pay for your hype.
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 Number 5, Allagash Brewing Company.
Yeah. I'd like that one.
Number
Okay.
4, Treehouse Brewing.
Yeah, just waiting for that.
Number
Yeah.
3, Russian River.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was a little surprised to see this high up, but number 2, Three Floyds Brewing Company. Congrats, guys.
They are still just they're super popular.
Yeah. Look, I'm not. It wasn't like I'm surprised because their beer is shit. I'm just surprised because I didn't think they were that popular.
Just had a conversation about them today, actually.
Was that with Shred?
No. With a couple of guys at the brewery, actually, about how big Three Floyds used to be. Like they were like Midwest kings of craft for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then now they're just kind of they're there, but they're still super popular.
Number 2 feels high.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I have a very sour
Z-
spot for Three Floyds. I gotta like watch.
Yeah. Zach feels
looks
that
like
really
he has
hard.
emotions.
I do. I have very personal emotions, but I will leave them there because it is not a brewery where I live that you can really shit on that much.
All right,
Hey, Robert the Bruce is a really good beer, though.
It used to be incredible. It's not Dreadnought Apocalypse Cow. That's a wormhole. I'm not getting into it. Good for you, Three Floyds. Good for you.
Was that Laser Snakes? Was that one of them? That was really good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so number 1 comes out of California. In fact, it comes out of San Diego, the whale's vagina.
Modern times.
I very much like number 1, but to have them as the number 1 brewery in the country was surprising to me. Does anybody else want to guess? It's not Modern Times. It's not Stone.
Sierra Nevada.
They're not out of San Diego.
I don't know where California
Get your
is
California together, fool.
I have no idea what my California geography is. I hardly even know Wisconsin.
I know. I'm trying to think of what's out of San Diego that could be number 1.
Yeah, they distribute for sure. They're not as big as Stone, obviously.
I mean, I was gonna say Green Flash, but is that San Diego?
It is San Diego.
Is that number 1?
It is not number 1, thank God, because they're not even Green Flash anymore. They're
That's true.
Sweetwater.
God.
Yeah.
I'm on pins and needles.
Company. Huh?
I said I'm on pins and needles.
Yeah, here we go. Number 1, out of San Diego, California. I like them a lot, but I'm a little surprised. AleSmith Brewing Company.
Oh, wow. That is really surprising.
Yeah. Look,
That
have
is.
have you guys had Speedway Stout?
No, but I have it at my local bottle shop.
Have it. It's delicious. It's good stuff.
That's fucking crazy.
Number 1 delicious?
No, not number 1 delicious.
That needs to be a beer name.
It should be a beer name.
Number 1 delicious, but a question mark at the end.
Number 1 delicious?
Number 1 delicious?
Yeah,
I like it.
that's how good they are. They're number 1 delicious. Look, I love them. I love AleSmith.
Brewed with actual motor oil.
Speedway Stout is good. Look, pro tip to anybody who goes to the AleSmith Brewery, they have a little speakeasy off to the side that is actually hidden. Like the walls blend in with the door, and you have to know about it. And there's a password you have to get from the bar top. There's a picture frame with a password. But when you get into that speakeasy, it's all the barrel-aged shit. They'll do barrel-aged beers. They'll do like beer cocktails, basically, where they mix different beers together. I guess that's a cuvee. I don't fucking know. Anyways, it's amazing. It's worth the trip to AleSmith just to get into that speakeasy. It's so good.
I dig that, actually. I like that.
Yeah, it's a fun time. So, anyways, all right. That's it. Flex, angry?
Not angry, just a bit taken back, I guess.
Confused.
Okay. Yeah, confused feels more like it. Yeah.
Number 1 delicious?
I think you summed it up right there. All right, I'm going to hit some music over here. I'm going to say hello to Vanessa.
What up, Vanessa? Drinking with a straw.
That's right. Indeed. Find us all on the grams. Craft Beer Republic, of course, Flex Me Beer _ OG Beer Dude _ Zack. 2 weeks in a row, and your internet did not shit out on us. Thank you so much.
So excited. So excited.
We got some chest action. We got internet that held up. I'm hard as can be.
It's like the best time ever, really.
This really was.
Super excited. Let's do it again.
Yeah, this is great. So everybody go find us. Go search for us, 805-538-BEER if you want to leave us a voicemail.
Call us.
Text us, send us nudes, whatever you want. I think that's everything. I hope everyone stays very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.